am. My name is Haley. I was the previous media director in 2013. Now I'm director of operations. We're happy to announce some new additions to our coaching staff as well as our 2014 preseason roster. But first I'd like to introduce our new media director, Grant Yenny.
Thank you. Thanks guys for coming out. Before we start, I'd like to say I'll introduce Coach O'Hara, and then we'll have questions. Then once those questions are over, Coach O'Hara will introduce Ryan Perrilloux, who will then take questions. And after that, you'll be free to do side questions. We're excited to have Coach O'Hara back for his third season here with the Voodoo. So now let's welcome Coach O'Hara.
Well, who brought this weather to New Orleans? I flew in from Orlando today, and my flight was delayed because they said there was ice in New Orleans, and I thought they were lying. But here we are. I want to appreciate you all coming out and seeing some familiar faces and some new faces. Really, to me, it's year 3 of the Voodoo. In actuality, it's year 4 of the rebirth. And year 3 is critical. Year 1, when I got here with our staff, we were able to go to the playoffs and kind of turn things around. And last year was a difficult year for a lot of different reasons. One of the reasons were injuries and problems we had at quarterback position, among others. So we're excited about today. We're excited about the future. We have some returning players that were really excellent players for us last year, and we've upgraded in a lot of areas. Matter of fact, the other day we had 10 signings. So in one day in a trade, I think will really help us. Exciting year for arena football. We have labor peace with our players, and really year 2 of that labor peace. That's something that was tough for our league there, and they're reintroducing our league. And we introduced Portland franchise to our league, and the all-important LA franchise, which is the LA Kiss. Of course, Gene Simmons and the famed rock band Kiss owns that team. So we have the LA market. It's the only professional football team in Los Angeles, and that's huge for our league. We have 2 new coaches on our staff. Made a few changes. One of our coaches is here. B.J. Cohen is a former Voodoo player. He's an all-decade arena football player in this league. Played 10 seasons. He won 2 championships with me as a player, as a teammate in Orlando. And now joining our staff to coach the line. Very, very excited to have BJ. And also Damon Mason will be coaching our secondary. Damon is a former teammate of mine as well. Matter of fact, BJ, we won 3 championships together. Sorry. 2 in Orlando and one in Tampa as players, as teammates. BJ is a champion player. Damon Mason, former Predator and a former Voodoo player at the end of his career. We won 2 championships together as well as players and teammates. So I'm really excited to have the arena-type experience on our staff, and especially with championship experience is huge to have as role models for our players and teaching them the game, because it's a different game than an outdoor game. So I'm excited to introduce our staff. Damon will be here tonight. BJ's here. BJ's available for questions. He got all dressed up for you guys too. Looks sharp. And we're also here to introduce a signing of Ryan Perrilloux, very well known here in New Orleans. We're excited to have him. I believe he's excited to be here. As a former quarterback myself, I'm looking forward to working with him and help him learn our game and have fun doing it. There will be a competition in camp. Ryan knows that. Kurt Rocco knows that. And I expect a good, healthy competition. Competition makes us all better. And that's what's going to happen in our camp. That's something that we need at the quarterback position. And the more Ryan can retain and working closely with me and learn this, it'll make our football team better. That being said, I'll answer any questions before Ryan comes up and answers any questions. Trahan, I know you got some questions, man. You got to ask me something. Don't make me stand up here.
It's all one-on-one,
Coach, with a name like Ryan, I gather, is there any pressure? People in New Orleans and the New Orleans area know who he is. Is there any pressure to possibly have Ryan get some playing time early there to kind of, to get the excitement around the Voodoo franchise?
No, this is going to be an open competition. Ryan will have the same amount of opportunities as Kurt. We're bringing 2 quarterbacks to camp. They will both compete and be evaluated. I'm always the philosophy that everyone that comes to our camp starts with an A in the class, and they work from there. So whoever can maintain that level and feels that we can help us win, that's who we want to help us win. If Ryan's that guy, then great. That's great for the city. It's great for our team. And I expect Ryan to come in and compete, and I know he will, and do what we need him to do. And I know Kurt Rocco will too. They're both excellent quarterbacks. I think we're fortunate to have 2 guys like that. And again, the competition will happen. And as a former quarterback myself, I'm looking forward to it. So right now, it's kind of one of those deals.
What's the toughest transition from playing outdoor football, country yard field, to getting Ryan prepared for arena football?
His trajectory of throws is different. I kind of describe it, if you play in your living room with your friends and you play knee football. Remember that, guys? You're getting on your knees and you play a little football, running around your knees and dropping the ball over the couch into a tight window. Arena football is like that. The trajectory of throws are much different than the outdoor game. Having a huge, big arm isn't as big a deal. You got to be able to touch the ball in. You got to be able to throw through small windows. You have to make really quick decisions, and accuracy is of the utmost importance. It's really small confines, so the quicker you can process information, get the ball out quickly, is helpful. Also, having some mobility, I think, helps, and Ryan's a mobile guy and very athletic. So I think that'll help him in his process of the learning process of the game. And I think his comfort level being in the city, where he grew up, in the state, I think is good for him and probably good for his family and fun. So I think hopefully he'll be comfortable, and we'll help him along that process through training camp.
What was it that caught your eye about Ryan to start with? How did it come about that you brought him in?
I've been watching Ryan and a number of quarterbacks through their travels. It's what I do as a personnel guy. And you kind of watch to when one window closes for a player, and you have them on that short list of potentially available guys. And Ryan been in Canada. He was in the UFL, a little time in the NFL. Most recently in Canada, I kind of had him on my watch list. I have scouts and personnel people that I have a relationship with, and I got a text or a phone call that potentially the window wasn't necessarily going to happen in Canada, and I jumped on it right away and felt like it's a win-win because he was right there, a guy that if he was willing to do it, which not every player is to play arena, then I thought it was a perfect fit for the Voodoo, for him being here locally. And he's obviously an excellent athlete, an excellent quarterback. So it was just a good fit. It worked very quickly. I called Ryan, and he signed up. Within 24 hours, he was signed up. That told me he was committed and ready to go. And that's what I look for in players. I want players that want to be here, want to be on our team, want to be part of the process. And Ryan initially, right off the bat, showed that he had the want to and willingness to do that. So it was a no-brainer.
Matt, talk about the concerted effort to sign area guys. You had, I think, 3 more this year. You had Marlon, you had Courtney, you bring Skylar back, and what that means to the franchise and the ability to create families.
Well, I think it's important, and Ken, you and I have talked about that. That's a good question. And I've always told Dan Newman, our owner, when he did hire me 2 years ago, is that I always felt like we had to take care of our backyard. There's so much fertile ground of football players in our backyard in the state of Louisiana. It's important to take care of our backyard, A. And B, when you're able to get New Orleans' backyard, I think that's really positive for the city and for our organization. The more I've learned about this amazing city is the people. And the people will back, especially some local boys that are playing and fighting their hearts out to win football games in the Arena League. And that's something that we've been a process. We've been able to do it more and more, like you said, Ken, each year. And this year even more. I think we've gosh, I don't know how many LSU guys we got now, but in the offseason we signed 2 or 3 more. So we've tried to do that. We don't just sign LSU players to sign them. We sign players we think can help us. And so that's been part of the process, and it's been a positive signing Ryan as well. Dan, you got any questions?
We open in Tampa. It's the opening game for the whole league, nationally televised game. Give me your prediction.
Are we on ESPN or are we on CBS?
Friday night, so it'll be CBS.
Yeah, we have a unique deal where we're the only game and the first game on to open the whole arena season. So we're excited about that. We play a division opponent in Tampa Bay. And, of course, my prediction is to win that football game and start off on the right track. You got to win division games, and no better place than to do it in Tampa. Any more questions? Well, then I'd love to introduce quarterback Ryan Perrilloux.
How everybody doing? I'm excited to be here. It's a great opportunity, not only for me but my family to come out and watch me play, and it's just a beautiful deal to finally be back here in New Orleans and in the city I love, playing football, doing something I love to do. Any questions?
Ryan, is it good to be back in the New Orleans area playing football? It's been a while since East St. John.
Well, it's definitely a good opportunity for me to come back and showcase my skills and do something I love to do in front of a fan base that I feel like know me, that I feel like watch me groom and grow up into the player and person I am today. And I'm excited about it. It's going to be a beautiful deal, and I can't wait to get to work.
What was your reaction when you got offered, the chance to come home? What was your first thoughts about coming to the Voodoo?
Well, I was in Alabama. That's where I base. And I was just, one day I came home from workouts and I received a phone call thinking it's Orlando because they had been on me real hard. And it was Coach O'Hara just telling me that he would love for me to come be a part of the Voodoo. And it's an organization that I feel like is building to win. They just built a great coaching staff, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
This is I think I saw you played a little arena before. Is that correct?
I haven't.
You haven't?
This will be my first year.
Okay. You were in the CFL last year?
Yes.
What do you find hard about jumping from, I asked your coach about this, about jumping from outdoor to indoor, playing a 50-yard field and that kind of stuff?
Well, at this moment, I don't know exactly the challenges that I'm going to face. But my job right now is to come in and learn and be a sponge, to learn the different throws that I'm going to have to make, pick up a system, master an offense, and be a guy that, my team know that I come in every day and learn and get it going and just come out and be focused every day and just try to pick it up. It's new to me. It's new rules. It's a new game, and I'm just willing to do everything I can to pick it up.
Why does Voodoo and arena football fit your skills and fit you right now? Why is it a fit?
Well, I think at this moment in my career, just getting the ball out quick, making fast decisions, just being a guy that, just decisive, command, see it, believe it, let it go. And I think that's what arena has to offer for me, and I'm excited about it.
Talk about where you, over the years, last time you were in Louisiana was at LSU, didn't end the way you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
What about what you've learned since then that's made you a better quarterback and a better person?
Well, I've been around. I've been around different coaches. I've been around different styles of football, different people, and just understanding the professional side of the game, being a pro, coming in every day, mastering what you do, focusing in on what you do, and that's the biggest part. And this will be my first year in the arena, so my job right now is to come in and learn, be a sponge, pick up the game.
Right, it's been a tough road. From LSU to Jacksonville State to the New York Giants, on and off the practice squad to the CFL. Just talk about how much movement you've had in the last few years there. How hard has that been to be moving so many times and have a stable environment these last few years?
Well, it's a tough deal living out of a suitcase, just constantly moving from here to here, you know, not knowing if they're going to keep you around. And I feel like here in New Orleans, in my hometown, I feel like I found stability. I feel like I'm finally having an opportunity to come out and showcase my skills and have a healthy competition. I haven't met Kirk yet. I can't wait to get into camp and just have an opportunity to meet him, learn what I can from him as well. He's been around the game longer than me. And my focus right now is just to come in and master an offense and learn the different looks I'm going to see and learn what to expect from the game.
What are your skills that you hope to bring to the table in this quarterback competition?
Well, you know, some of the things I do best is just I throw the football, I can run the football, and I'm smart. And that's the things that I want to bring to the table. A guy that's going to come in, learn the system, pick it up, be a guy that my teammates could come to for any advice, and just bring a level of dedication and focus every day to the field that I know the guy is going to believe in.
Does the idea of an open competition make you more excited about this opportunity?
Well, it's great just knowing that I will have an opportunity to compete, an opportunity to get on the field. This is the first place I've been where I feel like I will have that opportunity, and at this moment in my career, I'm excited about it.
Jordan played here last year, Jefferson. A lot of fans in the stands. I gather you're hoping for the same thing, that the LaPlace area comes out and supports your effort here.
And my focus at this moment isn't really on the fan base, because I feel like I'm from Louisiana. I played at East St. John High School. I went to LSU. And I feel like everybody's going to want to come and see me play football. My focus right now is to come in and learn a system, to come in and learn the game, pick up the different rules, the different trajectories of the throws. And it's a process with anything you do. So my job right now is to come in and learn and develop and figure out exactly how this arena football game needs to be played.
Ryan, I don't know if you heard, but in July in New Orleans, where you play now, it won't rain, 70 degrees in the arena. That ought to make you feel a little better.
That makes me feel great because the elements plays a key, and in this point in my career, to have no elements, to actually go out there and just focus on making throws, making reads, getting the ball out of your hand quick, and it's going to be a beautiful deal. I think that for me to come out and play football the way I know how to play, I just have to come out, be a sponge to Coach O'Hara, be a sponge to Damon Mason, the defensive coordinator, and pick up the system and what they're trying to do on defense, working with Coach BJ with the offensive line, and just come out and just try to do everything I can to learn this system and be a player and be productive as soon as I can.
Being on the practice squad with the Giants, did you get a Super Bowl ring?
I did.
Where do you keep your Super Bowl ring?
I keep my Super Bowl ring at my mom's. She keeps everything pretty secure, and I don't wear it much, but I bring it out occasionally. I almost wore it today, but I just thought that it's about the voodoo today. It's about what I'm trying to do here, and it's about bringing championships back to the voodoo.